Hi guys, I'm Wealth, and in today's video we'll be talking about major structure and minor structure. Alright, so now it's been a while I've posted on YouTube, and lots of things ahead and lots of things I'm doing lately. So let's get straight to the video as I'm back. So if you are new here, just kindly click on the subscribe button and then turn on notification bell in case any video drops. You get. So now let's get straight to it. Alright, now so talking about structures, majorly talking about the major structure and the minor structure, right? Okay, so now what is a major structure? Major structure is basically a type of structure that appears on the higher time frame. You get the point? So major structure, right? Major structure. So basically it is the structure that appears basically on the higher time frame. You get the point? So talking about the higher time frames, we talk about the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly time frame. You get. So those are the structures that is called the major structure, and the major structure is also called the external structure, in the sense that now let's look at an example of a major structure. Now looking at this is a structure, right? The bullish structure that we had this something like this. Sorry. Okay, so we have structure like this, and structure like this. Yeah, so now this is a form of what? A major structure, where we have the bullish trend, the bearish trend, right? The bearish trend, where you have higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. So you get lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows rather. And you have the ranging structure. You have the ranging structure there. This one, we have something like this, ranging structure like this, right? So but now looking at this, you can see these are the two main structures that markets actually present most of the time. You get the point? The ranging structure is also there, but it is least. Yeah, you get the point. So now talking about the major structure, you can see that this is what a bullish trend, a bearish trend, and mind you, this major structure appears in form of this. It cannot really be as exactly as this, but in the major structure it is much more clearer. Yeah, you get the point. It is much more clearer. Now looking at this, now talking about major structure, I said it's also known as what? An external structure. You get, like the structure from the outside, the external structure from the outside. So it's one that you can see on the higher time frame, and it is the one that is called the external time frames. You get, like the external structure rather. You get the point. Now speaking of the minor structure, the minor structure is like the internal structure. You get. It is the minor structure that drives the major structure. You get. It is the minor structure that drives the major structure, in the sense that that is where we have fractals in trading. Like looking at this trend, this is a downside. Now looking at this downside movement, the retracement in price of this movement in this current trend, right? Looking at this now, you can see on the minor structure, it is going to represent itself like this. Now let me draw it schematics like this. Assuming we have, okay, now assuming we have something like this, we have, this is a bullish structure, right? Now looking at this first pullback and the continuation, something like this happened, right? This is the external structure. Now looking at this movement that happened on the external structure or the major structure, this is what is going to happen on the internal structure. You see this retracement in price like this. You can see retracement in price like this. You can see like something like this, like this, like this. Then before you see something like this, you see something like this, something like this. You get the point. So you can actually see something like this. Now this break or structure that happened here, like this is a break or structure that happened here, right? Now looking at the internal structure, this was the break or structure. that happened here. This was the break that happened here. Can you see? So what exhibits, like what drives this movement to complete something like this? It is the internal structure. You get the point? So it is the internal structure that drives out the external structure. Yes, that is what it does. Now looking at this retracement again that happened here, this is going to happen in some form like this. Then the continuation again happens some form like this. You get the point? So that is that on major structure, and that is that on the minor structure. Now looking at this now, you can actually see that inside the major structure at the lower time frame structures you get, such as the 30 minutes, the 45, 1 hour, the 5 minutes, 15 minutes. You get the point? So sometimes you can go as low as 1 minute or whatever. You get the point? So, but the main purpose of getting this major structure and minor structure is that the major structure is where you trade to, like the external range. You get the point? Now looking at this now, you can see if you are to trade set out for buy from this side, you are targeting this high because price is currently going to absolutely break the high. You get the point? So you are targeting this high. So for market to break, you get, if you are trading from here, you are targeting this high to break, then price will trace, target this high again to break. Those are the external highs that price is actually going to break at that time. You get the point? Now, but you can't trade external structures or major structures like that. The reason because it's not really only if you're a swing trader, then you might actually want to be trading external structures or major structures. Or if you're a day trader or a scalper, you are not you are not expected to be trading the major structure itself. So you have to go to the minor structure, like go to the internal structure. You get it? You have to go to the internal structure to get the entries better. Now looking at this internal structure like this now, you can see that to get entries like this, we have to go to the internal structures, such as the 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Look for your entries, the order blocks, the fair value gaps, the inducement, and all those entries they are looking for. So that is the essential part of the internal structure. The internal structure is going to help you look for entries that you can target you can target the external eye. You get the point? Something like this, you can target the external structure. You get? It is also called external range liquidity. The external structure or the major structure is also called what? An external range liquidity. So we call this major structure, major structure. We also call it ERL, external range liquidity. We also call it external structure, ES. You get the point? So also for this we have the minor structure. We have the IRL, internal range liquidity. Then you have what? Internal structure, IS. You get? So these are the structures. This structure here is for what? Entries. The internal structure is the one that fuels the external structure, and the internal structure is for what? Is for entries, while the external structure is for what? Bias. You get? The external structure is for bias, and the internal structure is for what? Entries. You get the point? So that is that on all these two. So I'm going to show you right now on the live chat and explain a few things. So okay, now speaking of GBP USD, okay, right now let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay. This network is slow. Okay. Okay, so um now looking at this on the daily time frame, what can you see? You can see that this is what a clear bullish structure. Talking about this, we have this high, this low, this high, this low, this high, this low, right? Then we have equal high and side. We have this low again, push to the upside, the low, the high, the low, right? Now looking at this structure now, you can see that we are actually bullish on the side. Now we are actually bullish on the side, telling you that price is actually what bullish. Now anything we are looking for on this side, you can see as a day trader you can't trade from the daily time frame, right? Because we are actually going to miss a lot of opportunities on the major structure, because they are, if you are looking at this, there are not really any setups for you to catch on this bullish structure except for the ones we are looking for to enter. Now talking about the bias from the external structure, the major structure, you can see that if price gets to a point, now when price is getting to a point, assuming this is what, this is the structure, right? This is the structure, right? Now you're not seeing price getting to a point at this side, probably forming an inducement like this, then price gets to this point at this side and is what, the major structure. Or let me say something like this, price is forming something like this, then price gets to probably a zone, a demand zone here, right, on the major structure. Now for price to push up to this side, we are actually, if price is moving to this side or reacting to that structure, we are actually going to take all these moves like good up, all these moves like this, we are going to take them on the internal structure. The buy moves are going to come in the internal structure. Okay, so it's going to be in form of this, something like this, something like this, continuation of the buy, continuation of the buy like this, continuation of the buy like this, till it gets to this external high. You get the point? So that is what is probably going to happen. Now you can see that this is a what, a bullish trend. Apparently this is a what, a bullish trend right here. As price got to this fair value gap, you can see there was a reaction at this end or at this point. Now to not take the buys, now you are going to follow what, you are going to follow that particular trend, because I told you already that the major time frame or the major structure is what is for bias, nothing else. The major structure is for bias. You get, this is for what, is for bias, and this is it. After getting to this point, you have to go to the lower time frames to enter the trades. You get, you can actually go to the lower time frames to get entries. Okay, so now looking at this now. Okay, so now you can see the price action that happened here, the buy price action that was happening. Okay, all right, so now this is the price action that was happening here. You can see when price got to this zone, you can see the reaction, pullback, then mitigation. You can see to enter for continuations now, like to continue buying from this trend, you can actually have to do what, pick entries. Like you can see there was another block here, there was another block moving here, and price this one reacted and pushed to the upside. More and more again, a fair value gap here, and price did what, mitigated and pushed to the upside until it broke this high from the external time frame. You get, until it broke it from the external structure, until it broke that high. That is the more reason you should be happy, you should be what, you should be always following the trend. You get, so that is what I can actually talk about on this YouTube video. Then probably in the next one we'll be taking more advanced on that. So speaking of this, if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification button to be able to get more content like this. You should get the point. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this session. See you next time, guys.